Okay, welcome back. It's been a while. It's been a long while. So, explanations aside, which is, like Lieutenant Worf. Worf, what are you doing here? I was just, bam, cut to the action. I took this laptop apart. It's a Zenith SuperSport 286E to get some data off of it, which I did actually. So I know it works. Got all the data shoved into this 5 1/4 inch floppy. And I've got 5 disks worth of stuff that came off this hard drive. So I know it works. The reason I took it apart is because there's no backlight, and I thought I would be able to fix that. But time is short, and this thing's just going to sit there and rot in a pile of stuff. And I'm just going to put it together and get it running at least. I'm hoping we can change the CMOS battery. I have a CMOS battery holder right here. Let's see. It's already so because I took it apart, like 8 months ago. I was doing my master's, and that took precedence over. I'm done. I'm done. So we're back at this. Just wanted to complete this. Otherwise, it's just going to sit in a box, like I said. So there's a stack of parts, screws, stuff here. I don't know where it goes what anymore, but it does work. I did at least do 30% of preparation ahead of time. I plugged the power supply in, which let's have a look at that. DC 16.5 volts at 2.5 amps in this giant brick here. Actually, it looks like it still has the original foil on it. Let's see if we can get that off. Oh, wow, look at that. I'm sure a logo goes there, but they just put something in there. But, or I mean, I don't know who assembled this. I don't know too much about this. I've seen a few of these in my life. So yeah, I know it does work, and we're gonna show that now. So the main problem with this laptop is, let me just try to adjust this. This is taped up to my rafters there. That it does work. It booted. I got everything. The CMOS battery is dead, so I have to guess the hard drive powers. I don't remember anything about that. So the goal for tonight would be to put the CMOS battery, in there. Try to get it to keep the date and time and the specifications. It's a part. Like I have to hold things very gingerly and open stuff. And yeah, you will not see anything on this display because this display has no backlight. But everything turns on, so let's fire it up and see what happens. Okay, right off the bat, I know that you can't see that, but it says, please replace the backup battery. Bad configuration found in the CMOS. Errors found, press escape to continue. Now, what I was hoping for is that, like last time, this is a CGA monitor, CGA display, but it has a VGA out. So let's see if that works. I think you have to press some sort of key combination on here. CRT LCD function. Okay, let's make sure the keyboard works. I pressed escape. It's doing okay. I'm in the CMOS now. Of course, you can't see that. Why don't we turn it off and turn it back on again? So the hard drive is turning on. The floppy at last attempt did work. It's a giant mess here. I really got to clean this up and find the remaining parts for this because I know that's not all. There's more. Yeah, if the camera's moving, sorry. It's got a really janky setup here. I've been working hard on just trying to complete the systems that I have left because I need to renovate this basement. So the motivation here is get her done. What do we have here? That is the proper VGA connector. Okay, and it is connected. So let's fire that up again and see if it auto selects. It did not. Okay, so press escape to continue and function CRT LCD. Something happened. Oh, all right. Okay, so yes. Sorry about the movement. It's really janky. So, yeah, hard disk drive not present, serial, modem disable, parallel LPT1. Okay, so that's, like I said, I don't remember anything that I did here, but we can see that it at least posts, which is good. Now, I'm in a big dilemma here. Should I just put this thing together and sell it as is, or at least try to replace the CMOS battery? Because the thing is, whoever's going to get this after me is gonna have to take it apart anyways. So am I wasting my time with installing the CMOS battery? No one knows. But we will go ahead anyways, because that will make the video more interesting. So, yeah, let's do that first. So we're going to turn it off. If I recall correctly, it is a 40 or 60 megabyte hard drive. It's very yellowed as well. So let's have a look. This is already disassembled, and this stuff is pretty frail, so let's, there we go. And I certainly don't want to damage the ribbon cable, which is here. That's a ground strap. There's a bunch of tape that's come apart here. That looks like the video driver, or the video, the driven information from the video card. This right here is probably, these two heavy wires, is what fires up those mini CFLs to illuminate the LCD. So, through research, forums, and basically asking ChatGPT, hey, do you know where a Zenith battery is? It's probably underneath here somewhere. Now, surprise, surprise, this just uses full-on AT components. Like, that is a full-on floppy drive, and there's a hard drive underneath here. I didn't take this apart. I started to, but I just don't know where the CMOS battery will lie. So this looks like the power area here. I see a little, there's a rectifier in there. There's a bunch of bigger caps. This probably is, yeah, this is the 5-volt and 12-volt rail wiring here. I don't think this thing came with a modem. I am not sure. This looks like some sort of FCC shield. Again, I don't have any idea. I don't remember. I mean, this probably came from, we're going to explore this together. I have no idea. What I do have is a little bit of wine and about an hour. So, I guess the easiest thing to do, there's a switch here. I'm going to move the camera down towards the sandals and socks. Yeah, whatever. I'm on vacation. Let's take this apart. And I know the keyboard works because I used it. So we're going to put these screws. Is that enough to get the keyboard up? Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Something's holding me back here. Oh, that's the speaker. Okay, you guys can't see that, but I'm reluctant to lift this up. Maybe I can do this with it, and then ever so gingerly remove this ribbon cable for the keyboard. Okay, that's coming out. Good. Okay. All right, keyboard's out. Nice keyboard. Very nice feel to it as well. All right, let's have a look here. Oh, we need to cover that up with some tape. And I do have tape. So let me just cover something. Let me just use this oscillator. I don't like the fact that these are above me are actual incandescent lights. So they're probably not shooting out too much infrared, but they might. And if I lose that BIOS, then, oh, hey, There's the battery. Well then, that's okay. Well, you're exploring it with me. First thing we're going to do is, again, I don't have any scissors here. I have these at least. I can make this semi-civilized. We'll cover up that ROM window with some electrical tape I found in my garage on the ground. Okay, good. See, that's coming off too. Zenith data system. So I guess, okay, I'm going to do them both. I don't have any glue down here, but I will glue that onto something later. So we're going to cover both of these chips up, their windows. Windows to the world. And these are socketed, which is nice, and they look like good quality sockets as well. They are TI 512 JLs. Interesting. Okay, so the battery's right here. That was actually none of this is rehearsed, man. I'm just YOLOing this. So let's take that out of there. And let us look at the voltage. The screwdriver's too small. So I'm assuming that's the PC speaker there. Here looks like some sort of expansion. It's a connector for something. There's another connector. I think this is where the modem goes. I don't know where that cover plate is. It's somewhere. But, all right, battery. 3.6 volt Mitsubishi. Lithium. Is this a rechargeable? Because this might actually make a difference if it is. Let me type in the code here. ER2, 3 amps. 3 amps. There's no way 3 amps comes out of that. ER2, 3A, 3.6 volts. Crap, it's a rechargeable battery. Oh, well, that's no good. I guess I can put a diode in line. Oh, crux of the problem. Number one. So I don't have a replacement for this. I mean, do I not? No, I've only got these. Crap. Well, how much power is coming out of it? Looks to be pretty dead. Okay, so I have diodes. Thing is, this requires 3.6 volts. I'm gonna connect it right here. Okay, let's try that. The diode will drop 0.7, so I'll get 2.3 volts where it's asking for 3 volts. I'm going to lose a volt. Interestingly enough. Yeah, so this is 2.79. Have a better one, maybe. Do 3.2. Minus 0.7. 3.3 minus 0.7. Try that again. Make sure there's nothing coming out of this because I'm going to have to reuse this. I guess that's the first thing we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to be down to like 2.5 volts on this, but we'll see. Absolutely nothing. Well, I'm not surprised. This is the stock battery that came with this. I know upstairs I have a 7.2 for a Dell, but I'm just trying to think out loud here. Where would I be able to get, if I double them up, well, that'll be 7.2, and then I have to put resistors in line. Oh, okay. My options are limited. Do I not have anything up here? No, I used them all up. Crap. Well, we're off to a good start. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to fire up the soldering iron. And we'll do the 2.5. I mean, I know that won't keep the clock happy, but it'll at least keep the data in there. So, where's my... There it is. Fit in there? Of course not. I'm going to have to bust this out too. Maybe I can just put it here without breaking anything. Or here. Well, that's some sort of expansion part, but if there's going to be any expansion. How much room do I have under the keyboard? These connectors are facing here, so I mean, there's no Velcro tab here. I could probably just. Is there any SMI stuff? That looks like a voltage regulator. I don't really want to disturb that. I wonder if I move this speaker out of its socket and I can place the battery here somewhere. Let's see how well that works. So that's glued down. Maybe I can put under it. No, that's too thick. I don't have too much room underneath there. So that's a no-go. Okay, buzzer's back in. Glue isn't really necessary. Okay. I could leave it dangling in this expansion port, but I mean, I'm not a fan of that either. I just want to do this without breaking anything. Can it fit like this, maybe? Oh, yes, it can. Okay. Well, then that's gonna be where it lives. Okay. So now I need to put a diode in line so that it's not charging it. And I think I have a diode here somewhere. I'm already losing this thing. Maybe I'll just tape it to that. Oh, the numeric keypad is coming out of that. That's nice. I wonder how much these things ran back in the day. And I also wonder what kind of 286 it is. Well, not floppy drive works, so I can run an SSI on it if I have enough time. Okay, we'll just put that there. We know these are nice and covered. That looks pretty good there, coming out the back of his neck. Okay. All right. Let's game on. Actually, I should put this crystal in here while I'm at it. Don't have any diodes in here. A bunch of ROM chips. Oh, which I should actually go through. because I'm almost to the point where I can program my own XT-IDE BIOSes instead of buying them from Poland for $35 each. I see some diodes. Okay, I do see some diodes here. And I can reacquaint the crystals with themselves. Okay, got a little diode here. Let us get the multimeter, which is, I don't even know where I placed it. Yeah, most of my videos is me looking for shit after I put it down. Under there. Okay, then. What the hell did I do with it? I can also see from this vantage point that I have 1, 2, 3 screws here that look like they're not very long. And then this one and this one's very long. It mounts through the bottom. And then I have one, I think I know, oh, there's a screw in here. Okay, so it's not the end of the world. Heat shrink tubing, I need a lighter. I don't have a lighter. Oh, there's my multimeter. Nice. And we're going to put it in continuity mode. And we are going to check the continuity in the direction of this diode. Okay, so going through that way. This diode is defective. It allows electricity to flow both ways. Well, that's no good. Okay, maybe not. So this way is a no-go. This way is a yes-go. So I'm going to ponder that for a second. Actually, so power has to flow into this. So obviously this is going to be cut up by me right now. Using the old teeth method to get it off. Okay, so power in these lithium-ion batteries is it's probably nickel cadmium. This one, lithium. Oh, wow. Okay, head of the curve there, Mitsubishi. So like that, and I just normally connect negative to positive, positive to negative. But we need energy to flow only into the computer, not back out to recharge it. So that always, is a bit of an issue for me, especially after some wine. So, okay, on. We got power here. I can taste it in my tongue. And we want power to flow into the circuit. So, I'm going to just, first of all, switch this back to DC mode. Let's see what kind of power we've got here. Okay, so that polarity reversed here. That is 3.25 volts. Okay, so the left is negative, the right is positive. I think I saw a marker here somewhere. Nice. I mark this one off as being the grounded one. Good. So just do ground to ground and then positive flowing outwards only. Okay, let's get to it. We can use some heat shrink tubing. be enough. Go up and get a lighter from somewhere. Okay, just do ground to ground right away. And we will figure out the... Actually, hang on, let me think about this. Power has to flow into it, but not out of it. Okay. I'm not going to apply the heat shrink tubing yet, just in case I screwed up somehow. Now we're going to do a test. So back to, oh, that was a good one. Okay, so let's have a look here. If I do this, I should get proper voltage. Good, okay. And if I do this, I got a 50% chance of this working. God, I remember where I got this diode out of. I think the white side of the diode is where the electrons enter into. So let's see if this works. And I broke the diode. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to have to find another one. I got a bigger one here. I got some Scotch keys here, but that's kind of overkill. I mean, I think this one like handles 50 volts reverse current, but you can drive a 350 horsepower car in first and still not burn the tires off of it if you're careful. So, what did I say? They go that way but not come back. Okay, so let's see. All right. So if I do negative, positive here, I'm getting 3.25, and here I'm getting way less. K less? Great. Okay, so let's try to put that in the other way. Okay, let's try that. I'm getting, yep, 3, and then after this I should be getting, 3 volts. Okay. Maybe the avalanche current on this isn't as bad as I thought. Okay, good. So we're going to go ahead with that. But I need to go get a lighter to complete this. So hang on. I actually might have one in my coat pocket. I do not. cut more of these. Well, since we're good here, you can just slide that over. And the good thing about this is that you could totally throw a lithium ion 2302 and just use that. You'd have to cut out the diode, which means you'd have to open up the computer again. But, I mean, like I said, we are not repairing the LCD in this point. I just, A, do not have the time. B, do not have the parts to do that. So we're going to just make sure that at least the hard drive and roughly the date is held in place. All right, so we'll put that there. Slot this guy into this. I'm going to probably have to strip it down a little bit more. That's a big ass diode. Please. Okay. So we've checked the continuity. It is giving power to the motherboard, but this diode will prevent it from receiving power. Which, again, it's not ideal because we're losing. Oh crap! I hope that. Oh, I lost the direction. No, I didn't. The shorter leg is the one that we need to do. So what we're doing here is making sure that the CMOS information is kept. Okay. All right. Okay, good. Let that cool down for a second. And also, what the hell is this? Ow, the rest of it's also hot. Good. I've learned nothing from soldering for this long. Touch a component. Not. Time for some wine. Yep. All right. On this piece, I'm just going to cut it off because I don't need it. Actually, I'll just crush it into submission. There we go. Right? Not yet. I said I can crush it into submission. Get it over the diode a little bit. Nice. Burn that in. Okay. And then we connect this to this. We're going to make this a lot shorter as well because we don't need all that extra crap on it. So yeah, the reason I'm not restoring this up to its full glory is because, to be honest, I really don't care about 286s. They're before my time. I mean, I understand that 386 SX was kind of like 286, at least in external memory addressing. But yeah, no, it's just not my game. You know, I have a 486 laptop, 25 megahertz by compact that I'm also thinking of just like putting together and selling because I don't use it. I've got a Commodore 64 right beside me. Full discs, because data set thing, I used it once in the last year. It's like, again, renovating my basement. I need the space. Okay, so this is on. Let us make sure we are getting the requisite voltage on this side. If this works, we can turn the soldering iron off. We have something's happening here. I suppose I could just plug it in and see what it gives from the ports at the back. So, positive. 3 volts. You know what? I'll take it. And it's in a package that can be pretty easily realigned to make work. And I mean, it just fits in there somewhat nicely. Okay. Let us reinstall the keyboard. It's only held in by like, what, 1 or 2 screws? Yeah, this grounding strap went on top of that one. That is the battery holder. Okay, I got to start moving parts that I don't need away. You know what? For authenticity's sake, it has a lock nut on it. Wow, this is how you can tell that these things were engineered at a time where, and there's different ways to look at this. You know, well, the first models of something are always crap, but the first models are always over-engineered. And maybe an idea doesn't work out. But I mean, I know it doesn't work that way in today's anything. Everything is cut down to the lowest possible cost because they've learned from something like this. They're like, why did these companies fail? Why is Zenith not making laptops anymore? Well, it's very simple. They over-engineer their stuff and it worked too well. Yeah. How is that profitable? You know, a Ford Model T was such a good car that they had to make it shittier to sell more of them. Or to just sell any other Fords. So, yeah, well, whatever. It's not, I mean, is it rocket science? No, it isn't. It's just going down the cheapest avenue possible. And, you know, so far being in this system, I'm not seeing any cutbacks. Even the plastics. I mean, I know this one broke because I can see that it did. But other than that, oh crap, you know what I didn't do? Dumbass. I didn't plug the keyboard back in. So I'm going to do that now. There's a ribbon cable here that inserts to the slot here. Okay. And I guess, you know, while we're here, we can look at the rest of this. There's not much here. Some sort of expansion that goes out this way. It's really strange. It almost looks like a Wi-Fi card. And then this is probably the modem. That's the floppy drive controller. And that's the hard drive controller. I mean, the ribbon cable to it. This is just using off-the-shelf 3.5-inch parts. So, I mean, the fact that they crammed it into such a small package is pretty amazing. Here is... well, it's the grounding strap for the keyboard backing, and then over here is the numpad. Yeah, and I don't know what I did with this cover. Yeah, because I said I started doing this, and then I was like, oh crap, I have educational obligations to attend to, which I'm done. That's okay. You can see these copper straps also touch against the floppy drive, but only the floppy drive. But this goes up over here, and this is just a piece of, like, it's not PCB, but it's like copper stuff, so it just rests against this. Everything's grounded here. I suppose before I tighten it down, I probably should turn it on, but, you know, it's only 2 screws, of which one I already lost. Oh, yeah, this journey's going well. You know what? I'm sure I can find something equivalent in here. Like, for example, you. It's a lighter thread pitch, but better lighter than cross-threading. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was good stuff. It's more screwing because it's fine thread, but there we go. Nice. No one saw that. Okay. So let's see if it gives some battery warnings now. I love those plastic crunching sounds. I don't. Okay, so let's do this. Let's plug the VGA back in. see if we massacred my boy. Or if we... Oh, yeah, I'll have to do some ribbon cable management. Here we go. Error configuration lost in CMOS. Didn't say anything about the battery this time. All right. Escape. And then when we're in here, we can do function LCD and... Okay, we're in the BIOS. So, I mean, I guess we can set the time. Oh, it's 11 o'clock already. Wow, I got to end this video soonish, I guess. Okay. Time. So, 23. 23. 01. 18 seconds, sure. Looks good to me. Date. I don't know what date format this follows, so I'm going to try to put 30 in the first one. Does it work? Can I put 30 in the second one? Crap, it does. All right, we're off to a great beginning of the BIOS implementation. I can't go back. I have to type in, okay, 2024. Oh, I can't. It just froze. Okay, it didn't like that. Good. So turn that off. Yeah, it froze completely. Wait till the hard drive powers down all the way. Turn that back on. It's probably like 30. What kind of value was that? I don't know. Okay, you know what we'll do? What we'll do is we'll put the date in, and the time we'll boot into DOS, and then from there, I know how to do it. Or we can just, like I said, YOLO the whole thing. But I want to see if it keeps the time. So 23. 2302 looks like it. 2302. 15 looks fine. Okay. Good. We'll leave that. Hard drive, not present. No. Have to. There's no shift tab here. You have to. Hard disk drive. What? External floppy not present. Okay. Backlight 2 minutes. Boot floppy then hard disk. Okay. What do I do? As enter hard disk fixed drive with arrows to move escape when done. Use backspace, space backspace. Okay, all right. So I'm guessing here. It's not a 10. Is it a 20? How many do we have first? Let's go through that. It's the standard 47 types. Okay. Oh, there's more. How did I guess this? Okay. I think that's why I took this apart to look at. You know what? Let's be smart about this. Okay, we're gonna save this. How do I just escape? Are you done making changes? I am. Press return to save changes. Okay, good. So that's fine. Since this thing is all open, and I can hear the bam, bam, bam. So what now? Sorry, what does it say here? Something about partition, no bootable partition. Okay, so yeah, that's not an issue because what we can do, because it's open. God, I hate doing this. Oh, okay, very slowly. Fucking springs. Okay. I know it's a Connor drive because I can see it, but I can't get that top off. I don't know if I want to bore y'all with just me cycling through a whole bunch of them, but I think I guessed it was a 40. You know what? 40 sounds good. We'll try it. You know what? If this doesn't work for tonight, I think that'll be good enough. I can continue this later. I've got some free time. It is the Christmas break, so I can do a little bit more research on it. Yep, it found the hard drive. Oh crap! You know what? Now that the BIOS settings. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. I think it's F2. Now that the BIOS settings have taken effect, yeah, this is fun. Escape. Is it escape to get into BIOS? Oh, okay. Quiet down yourself. What does it say here? Memory size 640K. Press question for help. Invalid command. I can't get into the BIOS, but can I at least do this? Or at least I can do that so y'all can see what the hell's going on here. Memory size 640K. Okay, can I don't know, quit? Invalid command. Okay, let's see what it, I hope it doesn't revert back to the LCD. Yeah, it does. Okay. So it's detecting the hard drive, but it's saying no bootable partition. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember how to get into the BIOS. Luckily, I can just turn the BIOS battery off and try again later. So at least we know that the BIOS information is being kept. So that's a start. That's a start. That's a start. Oh, but to do that, I have to take the keyboard off again. Let me try to guess a couple more times. The standard ways to get into a BIOS is what? F2 escape. We'll do escape. We'll just press escape a bunch of times. Yeah, it's testing mode. Same thing. Okay, let's try F2. No bootable partition. Well, okay. All right, here's what we'll do. We'll take the battery out. Not even take the battery out. There's a switch on it. There's a switch on it. But that's a good. That's a good sign. I mean, it's registering the information into the CMOS, which is great. I mean, this might have to be a two-parter. All those extra threads are coming to kick me in the ass. So the literal beauty of this thing is there's an on-off switch in here, which I'm going to set to off, and I'm going to keep it out here. Actually, I think that's a smart idea. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just do that. That's fine. I'm sorry, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. So the battery is out here now, and there is a on-off toggle switch on the top of it. So I turned it off, and I think we should wait like a minute maybe or something. But to be honest, I don't think this is going to be such a pain in the ass to put back together. I think for the most part, the biggest problem I have is that really crappy tape that's holding the external floppy. Interesting. Parallel port, and I think that's a docking station. I don't know. I don't know too much about these things. And there's the screw. Oh yeah, it's because it's grounded. Okay. Oh, let's do this again. Come on, lose your values. Invalid boot partition. Crap. I have to wait for it to lose its charge. Oh, 11:15. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let it sit for a bit. I'm gonna do a part 2 in like 10 minutes. See how that goes. Because at this point, I'm gonna have to guess at. I know it works. I know it works because I took files off the bloody thing. I just don't remember what kind of hard drive it is. Maybe. You know what? Let me hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'm asking ChatGPT what kinds of hard disks did it come with. We can at least narrow it down. 20 or 40. Optional upgrade. Okay. All right. Well, we have something to work with. Did you lose your memory yet? Did you lose your memory yet? I don't think it did because I can see the hard drive doing stuff. And, yeah, invalid boot partition. We're going to have to wait. Okay, we'll put this on hold for now. I might be back in 10 minutes. I might not be. It's already been an hour, so. Holy crap. We'll see what happens when we come back.